Robinson, aka the Business Ma, aka I'm not gonna do that too much because that was from Chabuddy G, and whoever he may have interpreted that from, doing this little aka thing. But you know it is. I'm talking about artificial intelligence. I'm also playing a video game, which is something I haven't done very much over the last couple of years, but guess what? I'm really enjoying playing this game. It was released a while back, and I always knew I would get around to playing it. So, hence, we're doing it. And it's really apt. It's really relevant to the things we're experiencing and seeing today. And it's really well visualized when we have androids.
I'm tired today. I hope you're doing okay.
I am tired. I am doing okay, thank you very much. We will continue. That's one way to shut me up. So anyway, on the last episode, I'm pretty sure we were cleaning up a house, and then we went and we did art. It was an AI art episode. So this one, I have no idea what this episode will be about, but let's see. Connor, back in the bits. No androids allowed. Owners will be prosecuted. Oh yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Shit, I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
Not this android, be alright. See, this is facial recognition is about to be implemented. There's a lot in the news currently about facial recognition and criminals, shoplifting, mismatch, criminal record, none. See? It could be this instantaneous. There are a number of ethical issues like, come on, do I consent to being scanned? In most public spaces, the argument is going to say that you may not be consenting to being scanned, but when you're in a public space, you're basically consenting to being yourself, to representing yourself, to being yourself simultaneously. Gray, Christopher Gray, unemployed, DUI.
What's your problem?
I ain't got a problem, mate. I'm just doing my job. Scan this dude. You'll notice it says collecting data and analyzing it at the same time. Oh snap! This guy's done DA.
Drink? That's what I thought.
Jonah Graham. Yes, brother. No criminal record. It's gonna be that guy with his head down. Got him. Before that, I just want to look around first. Nope, androids don't. Androids are technically, they're non-binary, right? Unemployment rate is at 31%. Oh my goodness, that is way too high. A third of people are not working. That is way too high.
Hey, get out.
Narcotic supplier. Dennis Ward. I'll scan every single one of you. Chris Roberts. Well, you're fraternizing with a known narcotics dealer. You know, that's something else, remember? Guilty by association. all of these different tenets, all of these different methods. Sorry, I've got a cold. All of these different like ethical issues, legal issues, social issues are wrapped up in one when it comes to facial recognition, AI, and our civil
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is
rights.
Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
Reason.
I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
Oh shit, I tried to reason with someone who's drinking.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
I think we can go now.
You prick. I don't know what's stopping me from knocking you out.
Your sense of duty, Lieutenant, and the cost of repairs if you damage me.
Hey.
For your information, I'm worth a small fortune.
There's a technology.
Smart
Looking
ass.
for program assholes these days.
They literally can.
Gotta go. Duty calls.
That was well outside of the box. Just poured his drink out, and then done him with the charm.
You wait here. I won't be long.
My instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about your instructions. I told you to wait here. You shut the fuck up.
This is about like, you know, hard lines, and this is about like, I'm definitely following this guy.
Josh Douglas from Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a
But
homicide?
AI will
I'm
follow
not confirming anything.
rules, and it will struggle to follow contradicting rules simply, as anyone would, as any human would struggle to follow contradicting rules. However, the data inputs that he has.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
What?
It's with me.
Doesn't say. Yeah, right.
What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank.
I would not agree with
Starting
that.
to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan until this asshole found me.
So, you got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
Be at a call around 8 from the last.
Okay, there's a lot of following going on, but this android is.
Lieutenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so he thought he'd drop by, see what was going on. That's when he found the body. Jesus, that smell. It was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault.
Oh,
According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
I'll stay easy in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said
I
the
am
front door
alive.
was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived.
Jesus, so many pizza
I gotta get
boxes.
some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
So he had an android. Ooh, what's that? Red ice. Oh, so he was a drug addict. So I wrote a blog recently talking about the idea of everyone having their own personal AI,
It's way too neat, no humor.
and what comes of that is, you know, a very perfectly
Is this written in the victim's blood?
balanced, weighted,
I would say so.
personal assistant that knows you
We're taking
intimately
samples for analysis.
and intricately.
Red
Did this
ice.
man who fell to this fate have his own personal
Chris, I
AI?
want full analysis on the narcotics.
Let's analyze it. Oh, this will let me see how he went down. No fingerprints. Oh, what?
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth, you got it?
That's quite
Got
funny.
it.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit.
I don't know why he would agree to not. He keeps agreeing to things. Carlos Ortiz.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
More hemoglobin, dried blood. More than 19 days.
Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Yeah, that's it.
This guy was not living pretty. Eden Club. In the Garden of Eden, oh man. Interesting. More blood. Why is it on the wall? I actually don't even know why it's on the wall, but fingerprints on the chair. I mean, if you guys are following this how I am, I'm pretty sure traces of Therium, which is obviously Android metal. Let's do it. Why would this guy do this? Oh. Oh. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits. Took a knife. Wow. So when he cut him, he got the surprise of his life. Interesting. Okay, well we nearly there. There's 2 more bits of evidence, and then the body. I do look at all the evidence, mate. I'm not this kind of fools rush in nonsense. And I should expect all androids to do the same. All AI should look at all the evidence.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Which means the android's still inside. He's gonna be in the fridge. Right? I'll go
Keep
one
him in
piece.
the car. He should have been there a half hour ago. He's on his way. Won't be long now.
Android sex officially better. There's a guy on Twitter who tweets about this sort of stuff consistently. His name's Daniel Fagella, I think. Fagella. And he talks about basically AI adult content quite a bit and how it's basically the better. 68% of men prefer sex with an android to a real woman. 52% of men saying they've tried the experience at least once. That's a lot of android love to go around. Yeah, technically, I guess anyone that's originated the AI is gonna have the ownership of it. That's another case, actually, I never thought about. You know, if you have your own personal AI, you didn't develop it. You basically purchased it or downloaded it or sort of got the API to it. Then what's to stop them from tracking you, learning about you, and collecting your data for nefarious reasons? It's quite plausible. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? I don't know.
No one wants to stay here a minute longer than they have to.
It's
There's something weird in the bathroom. Did you take a look?
in the bathroom. Oh. Where's this dude's bathroom? What's it gonna be? RA9. 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 Okay. Too sure about that? Literally, I'm genuinely stumped. I don't know what any AI would make of that. Maybe the victim was having these thoughts and believed he had to carry out an act. Maybe. incredible, really. Ooh. So he didn't just cut down once, twice. Red ice. So yeah, he's on drugs. He's doing religious offerings. He's up late at night. He's less than 6 foot. He's 200 pounds. Yeah. And he goes crazy. I think he's got conspiracy theory thoughts, maybe. 28 stab wounds. Coming like Julius Caesar. Alright. Let's see what happens. So he got pushed back basically, I think. From the kitchen. Yeah, 100%. Well, he obviously pushed it too far. So the android actually progressed it. Like the AI android was like, "Oh hell no, you don't cross the line." Look at him; he's walking towards me with such cold. Whoa. Ooh. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. What a way to go.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Okay, I'm well into this now. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, if you cross the android, he's gonna do you.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah?
There was the new data inputs.
Shoot, I'm all ears.
The data that was coming in.
In the kitchen.
Nah, it didn't.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
Why would I say anything different? Well, we'll see.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
This guy must have been shook. Cause he's like,
Tried to get away from the
why are you coming for me like this? He didn't expect
That
that.
makes sense.
The android murdered the victim.
Why would I say
With the
anything
knife.
other?
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Here we go. You gotta get an AI to fight an AI. You need an AI to fight an AI. I would happily send out my AI into battle, a bit like I would in Final Fantasy. You send your Aeon, just like your spirit animal kind of thing. A bit like a Pokemon bite. Oh, we went two ways though. Well, this is after the fight. Oh, so we did come here. There we go. Find somewhere to climb. Can't I just like jump up there? Because I'm like, I've got super android legs. Alright, let's take this chair.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Part of the crime scene, but apparently not anymore.
Gotta check something.
Let's do it. There's no way he's still alive. Let me search the attic. There's not really very many places to go. That is there. This thing can be pretty. Oh my days. Okay, it's deeper in there. Why did this... Oh. That was creepy. So he's not powered down. I should be able to speak. Get his attention. Connor's still cool. We're gonna hopefully rescue this deviant. So, bro, we know. Oh, God, that was scary.
I was just defending myself.
You weren't just defending yourself, bro.
He was gonna kill me.
You went on the offensive.
I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
What?
Holy shit.
We didn't get to decide that.
Get your asses in here now! Come on!
Surely I should have been able to, like, say what I wanted to do. Oh. Well, thanks for watching this episode. It was a very interesting trajectory. You know, we started off. Well, actually, what were we doing at the start? We started off in the bar, yeah, finding Lieutenant Hank, using facial recognition to identify the police officer, the detective. None of the people in that bar gave their consent to be scanned, and that's exactly what is happening in today's world in the public. Okay, there is a bit of discourse out there to suggest that people who are in a public space are already technically giving their consent, okay, for a multitude of, should I say, to a multitude of social analyses. So just the fact that it's being done by an AI shouldn't necessarily interfere with that concept that you are in a public place. What's to say people aren't there sketching you? Yeah. So how do you know there's not an artist in the corner when you're sat at a bench sketching you? Okay. Who's to say that there is not somebody ticking, doing a tally chart as you walk into a park or come out of a shopping centre? So this concept that your identity should be 100% protected in public is a fallacy, and doesn't actually stand up over the long term. And in history, that has never been a thing as such. A person could be sitting there writing a story, and they've just seen you, then they write 5'9", black male, glasses, who walks like a boss with a swagger. He's now captured your identity, technically speaking. He has no. You have no right to stop him from doing that. So, in essence, it's always been the case. And then we fast forward to the crime scene where the AI, the android, he's reconstructing a battle between an AI and his owner, his host. And I kind of presented the idea, the hypothesis that having an AI, having a personal assistant who knows you intimately seems to not necessarily mean you will have a healthy, fulfilled life based on what I've just played, okay? Based on what I've just played. And that comes into the healthcare aspects of AI and artificial intelligence. If you have an AI who's tasked with looking after an elderly couple or an elderly family, and the AI, its job is to deliver the medication because that will keep the person alive, and that person wants to override, argue with, basically be evasive in order to not take said medication. What limits, what considerations you build into the AI in its data sources for it to understand right from wrong, A from B, whether to persist, whether to listen, whether to obey earlier orders. Now, this is all quite metaphysical, this is all quite theoretical and also quite science fiction-y, but the tools are already there. You have these robots that serve people food and drink in a restaurant, okay? Fine, they've been pre-programmed with existing data on the way that the restaurant is built and the options and the things they can do. An AI which is gathering consistent, up-to-date data and building its own inferences, patterns, structures and sentiments will basically have the opportunity to react to different stimuli, different inputs, and that's what we saw played out. The host, the owner, attacks the AI, something that AI has never been programmed to deal with or assume to know how to deal with. And instead of behaving in what you would think would be a programmed way, it's actually behaved in a unsupervised way. It's learned based on the behavior. It's now unsupervised. It's taking a course of action which is not predetermined because it's based on the data that's available at that point. Okay? If you would like to continue talking about this, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Senor Luton. That's SENORLUTON. Or find me on Twitter. That's Tamar Love Rob. That's TAMARLOVROB. Thanks for watching. Keep doing more than the rest. You know the rest. Adios.